There we are. That's St Mary le Bow, Bow Bells. And to be a true Cockney, you have to be born within the sound of these bells. A lot of people think it's Bow Church, being born within the sound of those bells, that makes you a true Cockney, but it's not, it's this one. This church, well, the original church, was founded in circa 1080 as the headquarters for the Archbishops of Canterbury. That church was destroyed by the Great Fire of London, was replaced by a Wren jobby. That in turn was more or less completely destroyed in the Second World War. The main bit that survived of that is this tower, so that's pretty much original. They did a fantastic rebuild of the church, of course, so yeah, well worth a visit to anyone that wants to come and see. Some amazing architecture inside and out, and it has a very interesting crypt as well. Look, one of the old iron boot scrapes. But this is Bow Churchyard. They've got their Christmas tree up already, and as a homage or nod to the Bow Bells. That's very nice to see. But yeah. Bow Churchyard we are in at the moment. There's a thing over here. This tablet was placed on the Church of All Hallows, Bread Street, early in the 19th century as a memorial to the event therein recorded, and was removed in the year 1876 when that church was pulled down and the parish united for ecclesiastical purposes with the parish of St Mary le Bow. Now the gold bit at the top I can't really make out. So I'll take a picture of that. John Moulton was born in Bread Street on Friday the 9th day of December 1608 and was baptised in the parish church of All Hallows, Bread Street, on Tuesday the 20th of February, the day of Bread Street, on Tuesday the 20th day of December 1608. Zoom out. Nice little homage to the Bow Bells, as I say. Picture of that. Very nice. And this is the church. When you go through this door here, you come out underneath the organ. So yeah, lovely one. Modern, of course, or post-war stained glass. It's got a roof garden up there, which is something I didn't know about. But it's not that often that the public get to go into the bell tower, unfortunately. So yeah, but this was its former churchyard, full of burials. If you watch part 2 of the church tour, which is the crypt, which is the oldest part of the church, you'll see a tablet in the calf, or a memorial stone. Underneath that stone are all the remains that were taken up from here. Captain John Smith, citizen and Caldwainer, 1580 to 1631. First among the headers of the settlement of Jamestown, Virginia, from which began the overseas expansion of the English-speaking peoples. Yes. And over here on this wall is this information board. Bow Churchyard. Pause to read any of the descriptions that you want to, because I have a certain time limit with these videos with Facebook, I'm afraid. Right. She'll be moving away from it now to the images. It's the wartime destruction, not the one at the end. But yeah, as I say, Church of St Mary le Bow. you will join me back at the front, and we'll be going inside there now. So hope you're all going to enjoy this one. Join me inside the church.
I think we all have our...
We shall go then. That's the entry up into its bell tower. When they ring the bells, they open that up and the bell ropes come down. Beautiful. These are picture portraits for sale. That's the Fish Street Church. As I said in the intro, a lot of restoration in this one due to the war damage. Really, the only bit that properly survived was the tower. Sam asked me to focus on the memorials, so that is what we shall do. Admiral Arthur Phillip, citizen of London, founder and first governor of Australia, baptised in All Hallows Church, Bridge Street, 1738, entered the Royal Navy in 1755, died 31st of August 1814. Pause to read. The Order of Australia was established by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II on the 14th of February 1975. The Cockney Church. Now, a lot of people mix Bow Church in Bow up with this one and think it's born within the sound of the Bow Church for the bells, but it's not, it's this church. Born within the sound of its bells that makes you a true Cockney. That's where the sacrament of the host and the wine is kept in there. This place in the restored church of St Mary Le Bow is sacred to the memory of the Norwegians who died in the resistance of tyranny of Nazism in the years of 1940 to 45. Pause to read. I have taken some pictures. And of course, saving the best bit of this part of the video till last, which is the high altar. As I said before images of Christ were allowed to be depicted, this was what symbolised Christ, the Cairo. Emperor Constantine, really the first proper Christian emperor who legalised Christianity, he ordered his troops to paint this symbol on their shields, and they wouldn't do it. So he really ordered them to do it. They did it, and they won a great victory. And that was really when Christianity took off big and the Christians stopped being persecuted by the Romans. This has been a request filming for Sam Tucker. Hope you've enjoyed. Lovely old church, and there is a part 2, which is the crypt, which is the oldest part of the church. So you'll join me outside and for that in a minute. But lastly, a little remembrance to all true Cockneys, born within the sound of Bow Bells. Long may they reign, the Cockney race. Hope you've all enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Join me for part 2 if that's your thing. The only image I could find of part of St Mary le Bow as it existed before the Great Fire of London, and this is its tower in circa 1650. Wren's St Mary le Bow,
built to replace what we've just seen after the Great Fire of London, of course. St Mary Le Bow in the Blitz, or what the Blitz did to St Mary Le Bow. The tower survives, as you can see, but pretty much the rest of the church did not. Yet they still carried on having their church services inside. They didn't give up. You have to admire the tenacity of that generation, you really do. Hope you've all enjoyed this a little historical look back. Now join me back in the present.
Good evening, ladies and gents. You join me in the historic Bow Lane, and we're very much into our evening views of churches at the moment because it's a lovely aspect to get them in the London churches. So I shall walk you around here. I am pointing you up deliberately for a moment, so I don't want to film anyone. Besides, the Christmas lights look nice as well, so that's my excuse, and I am sticking to it. Yeah, historic Bow Lane. Love this kind of thing. It's the old Bow Church. Hope you all enjoyed the tour of that one. Thought I'd get us some evening views. After dragging us off into the past, I've dragged you back into the present again. So, back out onto East Cheap. Bow Lane. Not to be mistaken with Bow Street and the Bow Street Runners. The early kind of police force. You'll hear this strike a quarter past soon, but we're going around the side bit where the lights are still showing. You nearly fell. It's one of my drop down suddenly moments. And another much shorter video, but within the site of this church was another church destroyed in the Great Fire of London. A minute. Wait, that's it. And on a fairly cold evening, you get a nice warm cosy glow from the church. Oh, they've taken all the artwork away now. Excellent. But this church is always worth a visit. And anyone born within the sound of its bells, which we will hear soon, you are a true Cockney. I wasn't born anywhere within near the sound of these bells. I was born in Forest Gate, so I am not a true Cockney. And of course, look, because of the Bow Bells, which we saw earlier, I know, but looks nicer at night time. It's all in darkness inside there, look, that's a shame. Got the Bow Bells there and the Christmas tree. Everyone's put their Christmas stuff up early this year. I don't blame people. Everyone feels as miserable as sin, don't they? So why not introduce a bit of colour into your lives? My nan did always tell me, though, not to put the Christmas decorations up until after Remembrance Day, because it's not respectful, boy. She used to go. So that's stuck in me. I'm very late this year. I normally put them up by now, but I just can't get into the mood of it this year. A lot of stuff happened, and yes, well, enough said, soonest mended, as they say. I'll take you back out onto Cheapside and the Bow Bells, which we shall hear in a minute. Quarter past, it should strike in a minute or two. So
I don't think that's over the counter.
we'll have a look at the Christmas tree while we're here. You have to watch it with this one because it strikes without you expecting it. now. Here we are, that's a 1/4 strike. Hope you all enjoyed Bow Church, and join me for the crypt part, where I'll probably include some more historical images in that.